pretty much surgery is the only option. And there's pretty high risk factors involved. But there really isn't any others.
You got your surgery. So Don't Get Got and Office Space are basically two different versions of like the same game, so that's why we're doing them in the same video. And it's not even really a game; it's like a game that you play while you're it's a game that you play while you're playing another game. Yeah. It's for parties, for weekends, or for work, I guess.
So basically, you are each given missions, and Don't Get Got, you get these cool little wallets with 6 missions in it. In Office Space, you have cards that you deal out to people literally at your office. And basically, you're trying to get other people playing the game to do the things on here. And if you get caught, like if I'm like, hey, can you moonwalk? Can you show me how you moonwalk? And you're like, is this the stupid Don't Get Got game? Yeah. Then I fail the mission. But if I can get you to moonwalk, then I can be like, you got!
And you pull out the card and show it to him.
Yeah.
So as you see, I have gotten Wes 3 times today. And Wes only got me once... And it's on camera.
Everyone has the mission. You have to say, guess what? And if they say what, you succeed.
But I think with both of these, you have to be a little bit loosey-goosey with how you interpret things. Yeah. You know, okay, so this one here says, sit on the floor for a while, then get a player to help you up. How long is a while? You know, but it's all in good fun kind of thing.
It's a silly game. Again, more of an activity than a game.
Right.
I think that it needs to be played over a long period of time. Like, if you're at Gen Con, this could be a fun thing to do with your group at Gen Con. Or, like, honestly, the one for at work would probably work, like, again, extended. It's not going to be like a day at work. It's like, hey, this is what we do at work now. We have this thing going on, and I get a card, and, like, 3 years later, I'm like, boom, got it. Yeah. I've been sleeping with your wife the whole time.
But I think you're right in saying that, you know, it's not going to be a day. It's also definitely not going to be at lunch break. You know what I mean? But I do have... I like this better than that for a couple of reasons. One is I don't think the theme of the Office Space game is anything. Like, you do play at the office, but connecting to the movie, how? You know? Like, is one of those burn down the building? Because... Unless it is, you know, or is it... Take a picture of a card, compress the file, and label it as TPS report, then email it to a player and get them to open it. So these are very specifically office-type things. Hide this card under a player's chair and get them to find it. That one could be not an office thing. And actually, we tried to play this the way that we played Don't Get Got, like, during game days and stuff, and see if, like, well, maybe some of the cards will be like this. Like, it works in an office, but it could also kind of work anywhere, or you could be really loosey-goosey with it.
Write a note to yourself that reads, call hot Alex, and get a player to comment on it.
Yeah. So some of them are that way, but by and large, this is an office version of the game. If you're thinking, like, let's say you're like, oh, that sounds like a cool thing, and I'll get the Office Space one just because I like Office Space theme, well, you can't play it anywhere.
It is really designed to be played at work, which is also a negative for me because depending on where you work, like, this may just be not an option because you may work in a more serious setting where, like...
Or you may not work in an office.
Yeah, but, like, this is just, like, not appropriate in the workplace. Like, you may get one where you're just like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to sleep at my desk until someone wakes me up. Like, it's a great way to get fired.
Yeah, we didn't unwrap this one because we were flipping through. We were, you know, we dealt them out and whatever, and we were like, oh, yeah, maybe this isn't going to work out the way we thought.
Don't Get Got, we have played before over, like, hey, we have a group of 4 of us meeting up at 8 a.m. and we're going to go till midnight playing and filming content for Evermore Gaming. Right. Like, that kind of works.
Yeah, because we stop when we have lunch and stuff. Yeah. We go and pick up lunch. Like, we move around. It really is something that you play over an extended period of time. And I think that's, like, the biggest modification or whatever I would give. It's the biggest caveat I give to the game is that don't get this expecting to just play it in an hour. Like, don't plan to play this. You know, don't, like, sit down, hand everybody the things, and we all sit there and we start talking to each other. So, like, everybody, you know that that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? It can't be done that way.
Because the whole point of it is tricking people into doing something that is on the mission card. So, if someone knows that it's the mission card, you can't accomplish the mission card.
Yeah, but I do like the wallets. I actually even like this. I never really like square boxes, but here it kind of works. I like that you have these drawers. Yeah. Like, I like the little slips and how they fold. Like, I think an awful lot about this game is gonna be, it's not for everybody, but I think they kind of knocked it out of the park with what they were trying to do.
Yeah, it definitely has a very specific niche that it fits into. And if you want that, this game is perfect. Like, and love everything about it for what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely do. Again, I know it's not going to be for everybody, and we even can't play it all. It can get old kind of fast. It can get a little annoying.
If you have somebody who like doesn't get over it, and they keep going back to this, and it's like, you've tried like 16 times today. I'm tired of it.
Or if you have someone who gets like, again, this is probably more in that category of, it's not going to be for everybody. If you get somebody who's really embarrassed by like the fact that the guy got, because everybody's going to like kind of laugh at you, which it's a party type game. And it's a drink. It could definitely be a great drinking game, but that's the type of atmosphere that some people will be like, feel like, oh, I feel like a fool. But again, with those caveats aside, I still think it's great. Highly recommend it. The Office Space one, maybe. I don't know.
This is going to be more niche, I think, because you have to have a workplace where this is acceptable, where you can pull this off, and you have to have enough people at work. I mean, you can probably play it with 4.
What does it say? It says 2 to 10.
2 to 10. I mean, I just think that 2. I mean, I guess you can play with 2. It's going to be.
Yeah. It's best if it's like the whole team, and and we're all in good fun, and everybody there knows when it's appropriate to not do it. Like we're in a time crunch. Oh, we something really serious just happened. We gotta it's not like, hey guys, Dave's wife passed away for the weekend. Let's all be really kind of, hey, Dave, I'm really sorry.
Oh, you hugged me! So if you guys are interested in these games, if that sounds like an activity that you would enjoy doing with your group of friends, your family, your classmates,
your girlfriend,
your girlfriend's mom, there will be purchase links down in the description box down below where you can go down there and click on them.
Speaking of going down, also there's going to be links for Game Toppers. That's what we're filming on right now. But there's also going to be a little button that says subscribe. If you hit that button, do you know what'll happen?
You'll never be bored.
Yeah, that's what'll happen.
So Joseph actually recently had a really big flare up for his peanut allergy. We had to take him to the ER. Do you have any allergies?
Be less specific.
Do you have any allergies though?
No.
Oh, you got.